Hello, my name is Jaron Buell, and I was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 15.
Hey, Jaron, thanks for giving me some time out of your day today to let me interview you.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
first off, how did you find out you had cancer?
Well, I was just at home one day, and then my hip started hurting, and it was to where I couldn't even walk, and then my parents took me to the hospital, and they did a bunch of tests on me. But then finally they did a test where they took my bone marrow out of my hips, and that was one of the worst pains of my life. They found out there was an accumulation of white blood cells that was actually the type of cancer that I had.
What was your initial reaction when you found out?
When I found out, I was shocked. I almost thought it was like a dream. I didn't believe it. It was like, what the heck? I'm 15. How am I getting cancer? I don't know. It was just something that you would see on a movie. I never thought it would happen to me.
What type of cancer were you diagnosed with?
Well, I was diagnosed with leukemia, but the thing with leukemia is there's several different kinds, and the kind that people normally get is like a long process of treatment. But the kind I got, my 3% got, it's like it's called CML, and it basically it's like a normal leukemia, but like I said, only 3% get it, and it's like a shorter treatment time. I don't know. It's all cancer to me.
What changes did you and your family have to make?
Well, one, my insurance didn't kick in until the day after, coincidentally, because I didn't even know I was going to be in pain or anything, and then we registered for my insurance, and then it kicked in the day after. So none of my insurance worked for my chemo. So my parents are in over $1 million in debt, and that really sucks. But I mean, it's not on me, so I'm good when I turn 18. But I mean, still, it makes me feel bad. And my dad had to learn how to be my nurse because he wanted to help me instead of having some stranger come in and help me because we didn't know if I was gonna make it or not. But yeah, my dad actually learned a lot of nursing stuff. He learned how to give me my IV medicines. He learned how to put my antibiotics in my IV. He learned how to do a lot of different stuff, dress my wound, like when I had to change stuff out. Yeah, just a lot of different stuff had to change.
What kind of treatments did you use?
Well, I used several different treatments. I used chemotherapy. I used radiation. I used platelet transfers, which are like basically blood transfers. Because it's like white blood cells more that they're transferring. But yeah.
What was chemo like?
Um, Chemo. I don't even know why they give that to cancer patients because it was the worst feeling of my life. I think I almost died because of that more than the leukemia. Because when I took it, I got a chest infection. It was like a yeast infection in my chest because what chemo does is it lowers your immune system down to zero. And I couldn't eat anything. Like whenever I swallowed something, it was feeling like I was swallowing a boulder bigger than my throat, and it would hurt really, really bad. And I went down to like 65 pounds. Like literally, I'm already a small guy, but I went down like even more than that. And it was the worst thing in my life. And I stopped chemo for a month, and I almost did die even more. Like I almost went into a coma. That might have just been because of the malnutrition and the like pain medicine. But yeah, the best thing that I ever did was actually the medical marijuana. It made me feel way better. I suggest that. But yeah, I didn't like it at all. It felt like I was gonna die because of that instead of the actual cancer.
Well, how are things now?
Well, now things are great. I mean, while I had cancer, I found out my girlfriend was pregnant, and I feel like that might have been what actually pushed me through it. But yeah, I just had my daughter about 2 weeks ago. She's beautiful. I'm excited. And hopefully I don't get it again, but I mean, chances are I most likely am. But that's just life, I guess. I made it through it. Now I have a great story. And I'm excited for the rest of my life. Woohoo!
Well, thanks for the time, Jaron. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.